Hello and welcome to Let's Play some Medieval Dynasty. I just recently found out that this is a pretty recent game, and it's got a lot of elements that I'm very interested in, such as mini city building, mini microeconomy, and survival. It's like a cross between like Banished and first person view sort of thing. So, we're gonna play a new game. I did fool around in it a little bit just to not be completely blind, and there are a few settings that I want to tweak just for my playstyle. So I'm gonna be going unlimited stamina because I feel like having a limit on stamina is just, for the purpose of this game, is just too. It's slowing down the game too much. Same with carry weight. I feel like if they wanted to make a realistic game. I have the same complaint I had with Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is you limit the carry weight, but it's still unrealistic how much you're able to carry. Like in Kingdom Come Deliverance, you could carry 5 pieces of heavy armor, like different sets, besides what you were wearing. Like that's still unrealistic. Same here. You're carrying like 20 logs before you become encumbered. Like no, just that's just slowing us down. The whole point of this game is to be like a relaxing, semi-casual type thing. But we're gonna keep everything else: food, water, wood, bandits, enemies, everything on default. Poisoning, temperature, fast crafting for the same reason. There's no reason why we should wait and have to sit through me cooking things a million times. The only setting that I'm not sure about is this stop dropped items from spoiling. If checked items dropped on the ground will not get spoiled when the season change. It does not affect items stored in chests and inventory. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Everything else I think we'll just leave as is. But we want fast crafting, unlimited carry weight, and stamina. And events are fine, yeah.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Nice, so some nice 2.5D animation here. Love the style. Ooh, winter. Luckily we start in the spring. I have not gotten past, like, in my test, I didn't get past, like, the first, Oh wait, there's a thing right here? Okay, so yeah, quests. We'll read up on that. We'll already know the basics. Ooh, a straw hat. Heck yeah. That is so clever. Is that eh? Oh, what was that? Oh, a copper sickle. Okay, anything else? Yeah, because last time I just started here and I just went down, but now I actually looked around and there's a literally a little cart crash right there. Maybe it's a random event. Oh, there's a fence here. Is there anybody here? No. Okay. Anyway, let's get going. So right now we recognize the valley that our mom told us. So now we're going down the valley to discovered animal spot crow. Yeah, we're discovering a lot of wildlife spots that we're gonna come back to in a second. Look at this view. Nice. So we are going to Gustovia. And we're gonna go talk to the Castellan. Which is not this person, but this one. Those eyes, I didn't think I would see them again, are one blue as the sky, the other black like a lump of coal. Are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. So you aren't one. Good. For a second there I thought I lost it, but your eyes, you look just like him. Sorry, you must have me mistaken with someone. I'm new in these parts, just arrived at the valley. Actually, my name is Rasimir? You're Wanda's son, aren't you? Jordan's nephew. How did you know my mother? Or did you know my mother? Not really, I knew of her. We didn't ever actually meet. He wanted to keep his family separate. I don't understand. You will. Wait, what do you mean by did? I know her, is she well? Well, I hope she is now, wherever that might be. I've lost both of them, the parents in the war. Damn it, this world. I guess it can be as cruel as it can be beautiful. I'm sorry, my boy. Nobody should lose their loved ones at such a young age. They died so I could live, and I plan to make the best of the life that I can in order to honor them. Yeah? That's very mature of you. I'm sure they would be proud hearing that. So you mentioned my Uncle Jordan. I actually came here looking for him. Oh, Rasimir, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your Uncle Jordan is no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. I understand how you must feel. He was a dear friend of mine. What happened? Don't worry. He died peacefully in his sleep. He didn't suffer. I can promise you that. So what am I supposed to do now? You're free to go wherever you like and start a new life. I hereby grant you permission of the Castellan to build a farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes next for you. You can even build a whole new village if you please. There are many travelers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that? Free of charge? Well, no, you'd have to pay taxes to the king annually, but apart from that, you're free to do as you please. As long as you don't break the law, of course. Or get caught. Alright, well that sounds amazing. The valley looks beautiful as well. I think I'll stay here and see what fate has in store for me. I'm glad to hear that. You can find resources all over the land. Grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground and craft yourself a simple axe. With it you can cut down trees and chop them into logs. Then you can create a wooden hammer that will be crucial in the building process. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gustovia and talk to my wife, Dobroniega. She manages a tavern. Ask her to feed you. You must be famished. And then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some stories about Jordan. Alright, that sounds like a plan, my dude. Yeah, so collecting resources, very basic stuff. So we gotta go collect 10 sticks and 2 stones. So the sticks here are like miniature trees. They don't actually mature to full trees. I had to look that up. Pigeons. And the trees... Oh, I have enough sticks. I need rocks. Or stones. But you need a pickaxe. Okay. And the trees, after you cut them down, you get a tree stump. But, those do grow back, I think, every couple of seasons? Or next season? Is there no loose rock up here? Do I need to go back down? Really? There's not a single rock here. Oh, okay, so there's 1 stone, 2 stone. Okay, so here's our crafting menu where we're going to craft all of our beautiful everything. Let's just go with a stone axe. Alright, and this is our inventory, so we will take the stone axe and put it on number 1 hotkey. Tree cutting, yeah, got it. For tree cutting, we just go up to a tree. So we should make a wooden hammer and cut down 5 trees. Oh, there's some more stone. Grab the sticks. I really like the mechanics in this game where you actually like cut it into pieces and grab the logs. So we have different resource types. Obviously we have the logs that are 10 wood value, and then we have sticks which are 1 wood value. Later on we'll get planks, I think. So we have this tree stump. If we leave it here, it'll grow back eventually, but we can use a shovel to dig it out. That's if we want to claim that spot to do something. Whoa, physics. Okay, grabbed a bunch of sticks and feathers every time we chop one of these down. So that's 2 trees down. See, the normal capacity is 35, so right now I would start to get encumbered a little bit. But still be able to move, just not be able to run. But realistically, I've got 8 logs. Like, I don't think I should be able to carry more than like 1 of these. They're huge. Anyway, alright, so we need to cut down 2 more trees. In the bottom right, we can see that, oh, maybe I should move my camera a little bit. Okay, and there we go. Just made it smaller. Alright, so let's just grab all the stones also. That's really nice. Nice, lots of stones up here. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be using a lot of these. So we need to cut down 1 more tree. Grab some sticks while we're at it. Let's cut down this maple tree. Okay, so we've cut down enough trees now. Now let's go craft a hammer. And this took me a while to figure out, but let's put the hammer on 2. Straws, we need to get 32 straws. Straws, you either pick up reeds from the river, or you need a barn and a threshing floor to get it from crops, which you also need to grow. Like this, that's a mid-game mechanic, so... alternatively, I think you can also buy them, but... so the reeds are... those things. So he said to grab 32. I think I'll grab like 100 because I know we'll be using it. Sometimes when you hear that, that means we've leveled up a skill. So we've leveled up a survival. Because we're gathering stuff. So this is for surviving and gathering. The other ones are diplomacy, flirting, trading, conversating, farming, hunting, extraction. That's for cutting down trees, mining, and digging. And this one is for surviving and gathering. Okay, so we'll definitely go with the experience increase to start. Makes sense to get it early on so that we increase our levels faster. Yeah, building, got it. So obviously we can see how many we picked up and how many we have in total in parentheses. So I want to get like, if 32 is for a house, I would want to get maybe 100 just to have for like 3 houses that we'll eventually build. One mistake I did in the first playthrough that I did just to test out was I kind of went with a mentality that I went on in other games that involve city buildings, like Zeus, Master of Olympus, where before completing the objective, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna pick up as many resources and build as many buildings before advancing, and that actually screwed me over because there's a building limit per chapter in this game, so and then you have to get villagers to come, and one of the buildings that gets counted against you is houses. So I had a bunch of construction buildings and no houses for the villagers, so that was pretty awkward. So I'll make sure to not make that mistake this time. Alright, so we have a bunch of resources now. We would go to build a house, and we have simple small house. The problem is, here it says this area is occupied. You can't build smack right next to them. You have to go like far out. And actually, if we look at our map, because last time I built like somewhere here, but then I realized quests were sending me all over the place here. And it's better to get a central location. So I think I'm going to go right here. Because this central location is mountain, so I don't want to go on a mountain. I want to go valley here, the big river. So said waypoint is F. So I want it right there. We're going to sprint there. Find a bunch of stuff on the way. And yeah, let's pick up sticks. Oh yeah, we can also zoom out to have less motion sickness. Yeah, pick up stones, pick up rocks while you're running. Right, game mechanics. Hopefully we don't meet any wildlife that will kill us. And hopefully this area is better than what I did last time, which was settled to the east. I'm gonna go west now, more central. Is this it? Yeah, so this is it. Alright, so let's clear that. So probably I would want to make the house... Actually, wait, didn't I pick up a hat? Yeah, so the hat gives me, because I'm not wearing anything currently, gives me heat protection and cold protection. So we definitely want to equip that. And the other thing we picked up was the sickle, and that is used for harvesting crops, which we don't have currently. But it's good that we have something. It also sells for a pretty penny. We might just sell it for some coin. Alright, so now that we are in position, we need to hydrate, so we need to drink water. So that will just go down here and drink, and unfortunately there's no drinking animation. That's fine. Alright, so let's build the house. Cannot be placed on water. Oh, there you go. Come on, we just had it. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be our house. St. John's Wort. So we have some stuff that's very familiar from Kingdom Come Deliverance plants, which are real life plants, but same type of system. So this is a type of herb that detoxifies as it reduces poisoning, specifically food poisoning, I think. So we have our hammer, and we need 10 stone to build this foundation. Voila, now we need 8 logs for the framing. We can edit the different materials. So this one is with a door, but we can do a wattle, a wooden one, or a stone one. I think I'm gonna go straight for this. Just for the sake of getting through the start, let's just leave everything as basic, because this is for us. We're gonna be spending most of our time outdoors, I think, anyway. But apparently for villagers that will reside here, the better quality of structure that you build, the more insulation against the elements, and the happier they are. Okay, so it seems like we have enough sticks and stones and logs to complete this house, which is nice. A concept that had me a bit worried is there's seasons in this game, and each season lasts only 3 in-game days, which I thought was incredibly short. And we leveled up in technology. We can build a well now. Well, well, well. But apparently people on forums were saying about custom settings for this game that it's fine. 3 days is fine. And I think even the game developer said they advised to leave it on 3 days because the crops and farming are optimized for that time span. Alright, so we're just finishing up our roof here. And in third person, this looks a bit better than in first person. In first person, it gets... Oh, we need more logs. It gets a bit jarring with this thing swinging so hard. So we need... How many logs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And in the bottom right, you can see the circle of, like over here, the durability. So, of items that we have equipped. So for that hammer, its durability is almost gone. It's probably going to break on us soon. So let's just pick up a couple of resources to make sure that we have enough for crafting. Need a couple more stones. There we go. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. We have 17 stones, 18. Let's get 19, and there we go. Now I can't pass up all these stones. Alright. And gaining even more experience. Nice, so we have a 15% bonus to experience gain now. So effectively by making unlimited weight, I'm able to pick up stuff faster. So that is in essence a speed up of our leveling. So I don't need to touch any experience multipliers. Alright, enough with that stuff. We need to chop down some trees. So how do I want to do this? How do I want to extend my base? I think along the water I'll put the houses. Along here I'll put the production buildings, and along here I'll do the farms maybe, and the orchards. Morel mushroom. Hold on, what is that? I don't think I've picked that up before. A type of mushroom, obviously. Foraged from the forest during spring, can be consumed or cooked into various dishes. So if we eat it raw, we gain food, but we gain food poisoning also. And that's a really cool thing about this game, that it has plants growing per season. So that's very immersive, very nice. So do I want to cut this tree that's right next to me? Because I feel like I also want to leave, you know, a couple of things. Like, I don't want to completely deforest around me. I want to have some shade. Like, not that this game takes that into account. I'm just talking aesthetically. I would like my house to be, you know, I already have the road right in front of me, but I do have a nice view. So maybe behind here is fine. Just start putting some neighbors. I'll keep the one tree as a buffer between me and neighbors, though. Just so they know that's where the boss is at. Oh, okay. Sometimes they don't fall down. Oh, we also have to eat food. Yes. I guess we must. So that was 4 logs, but I said we need 6, right? So in the bottom left in the red is our health bar, well, health semicircle bar. Yeah, sleep from 7 to 7, but apparently if you don't sleep, there's no penalties, really. Just use up more resources like drink and hunger, thirst and hunger. In green is our stamina bar, which is infinite, so we don't need to worry about that right now. In orange is our hunger. In blue, yeah, the light blue is our thirst. So we can see how those are performing. I don't know if they reach 0 if we die, or we start taking a slow penalty to health, leading to death eventually. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to know exactly. Because I mean, in real life, you would slow down and slowly lose function. You wouldn't just instantly drop. It would be a slow process of getting weaker, right? So I assume the game would have that. Alright, so let's finish. Put a log there, put a log there. And then the wooden attic. Alright. Chapters, so we completed that chapter. Now we can go to the next chapter. Chapter 2 wants us to set a rabbit trap, make a wooden spear, a stone knife, hunt a wild animal, survive a forest season. Because right now we have a building limit of 5, so before we invite anybody over, we need that limit raised to at least 10, I think. So we do have a double bed for when we get the waifu, and here will be the kid's bed, obviously. So we could turn that on, but we need to gain more experience into everything before we can craft anything here, unfortunately. I can't cook the most basic stuff. We have a storage chest if we want to store stuff. Our hammer's at 6% durability. But since we have unlimited weight, we don't really need to store anything there. So that kind of breaks that aspect of the game, but whatever, you can't win them all. Alright, so let's craft a stone knife, which we'll use to skin animals. And then a wooden spear. This has a chance to break, just like an arc. So we can make 2. Let's make 2. Uses logs, so we need more logs. To build a rabbit trap is under furniture and decorations. But we can do a rabbit trap, uses 10 sticks, and it doesn't matter where you put this, so I'm just gonna put it right here. And it just passively does its thing. You don't have to lure or wait for a rabbit to actually go in. It just happens I think when you're like far enough away and it's been a certain amount of time, it just happens. So we'll leave that to do its passive thing. Our last 2 things are we need to hunt a wild animal and we need to survive for a season. So let's put the wooden spear on number 3. We've got 2 of them. So hunt a wild animal. Oh, I saw something move here. So you right click to aim, wait for it to stop. Stop already, bunny. Oh, bunny, I can't see you now. Well, that's not good. Oh, there you are. I could try and guess where it's gonna go. Or a little, assuming it doesn't take a sharp turn. Okay, it stopped, so we're gonna aim slightly above it, and we aimed too far up. Okay. And we lost some durability on our weapon because of that. Where'd it go? It went up here somewhere, didn't it? Oh, it's over there. I see it now. We missed again. Okay, let's try and grab this one. See, I suck at this. Either if I'm aiming right for it, it dips under. If I'm aiming over it, it dips over too much. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that improves with time or something. Dang, it's getting dark. Okay, we need to get a bunny. Good, wait there. Oh, finally. Alright, so what happened now? Technology. Oh yeah, we can build a well. We can do a hunting lodge. I don't know if well counts for my buildings. It probably does, so we're not going to build it just yet. I'm holding. And, ooh boy, it got dark. Oh, is that... what is that? Hold on. That's a crow. Nice. Alright, well that was much easier. Where is it? It's so dark. Oh, it's right here. My screen's really dark. That's one cool thing that this game does, which is when you go in the forest, it does also darken it even more. Okay, we got a full moon out, so we should be able to go and do stuff. Actually, can't we make a... yeah, we can make a torch. Let's make a torch. And let's equip it. Just like that. Look at this. Nothing in the trap yet. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, we have to survive a season. So, now that we did all that, let's go talk to the guy's wife before she goes to bed. What is the in-game? It's 9 p.m. So she might have already gone to bed. Let's find out if you can talk to NPCs while they're asleep. That'd be funny. Is the game audio a bit too low? I feel like it might be. Music. Let's put music 35. Oh, I didn't save that setting. Okay, we'll put it 25. 30. So our hunger is getting pretty low and our thirst is getting pretty low, but we'll worry about that in a bit. Dude, some nice night sky. Excellent. Alright. She is still at work. Great. Hello, Dobroniega. Let's talk. Hello, what can I help you with? Hi, you're Dobroniga, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Rasimir. That's right. Nice to meet you too, Rasimir. What brings you to me? Hunger, thirst, and unit ghost. He told me that he can fix me up with some food I haven't eaten in weeks. Yeah, let's do that. It depends what proper means to you, but I can offer you something warm and filling. That sounds more than amazing, actually. There you go. Now tell me something about yourself. How do you know my husband? There's nothing much to say, really. We've just arrived at the valley looking for my Uncle Jordan. Didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest. Oh yes, he was Unighost's friend. I remember now hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay. I don't even remember him, really. Most of what I know about him is from my mother's story. She always looked up to the big brother. Loved him furiously, even when he stopped visiting. A lot of people did that from what I heard. There was something special about him. Yeah, tough shoes to fill, huh? The only shoes that you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is an architect of his own fortune. Ooh, she's a philosopher. Thank you for saying that. It's what I needed to hear, but let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? Oh, I'm shifting gears here. I was part of a traveling band of troubadours. I've never managed to learn how to play an instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. Our travels brought us to the valley not long after the death of your uncle. I still remember seeing Unighost for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend, he was part of him. The band left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Unighost's presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. Right, so there's an age factor. I didn't notice what his age was, but she's 32. Okay. You're implying that I look old? No. Anyway, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that, or blindness, or stupidity, poor judgment, maybe, whatever sounds best to you. Sarcasm. See, it would have been nice if they had actors doing these dialogues, because it's kind of, I don't know. Is she cynical? Is she sarcastic? What is she? Pretend all you like. You feel hard for the grandpa. You feel hard. You fell hard for the grandpa with sad eyes, and you know it. I did. He annoys me sometimes like nobody else. Yet I can't imagine breathing him without him now. But don't let that get soft on you. You surely got places to go. It was a pleasure talking with you. I know it's not much. Come in handy when starting a new life. Everything costs coins these days. I really appreciate that. I'm not looking for charity, but I'll manage. Oh, come on. Don't try to be a hero. Ugh, men. Alright, do something for me and it won't be a handout. It'll be your first pay. Okay, that's agreeable. There's a farmer in the village called... She's called Yarogniva. Yarogniva? She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't gotten anything in a while. My stock's almost gone, and you don't want to imagine what happens when people run out of beer. Consider it done. While speaking of beer, Unighost asked me to grab some. Oh, and she gave me 2. Thank you. Great, thank you. He promised me to tell him. Promised me to tell stories. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, oh, and she gave me 4 more. Thank you. Nice. Okay, so the same sound for skills and technology is for quest completion. I guess she's going to bed now. If you guys are enjoying this series, make sure to hit that sub button, give me a big ol' like on this video, and you know, hit the bell notification if that's still a thing. So where is he? Oops. Where's the door here? So you can just enter into people's houses and you can talk to them while they're sleeping. Okay. Hey, Unighost, you're looking at the proud house owner from the valley, and I'm back bearing beers. A job well done indeed. Alright, let me wet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan for 24 years before he died. He was my best and truest friend. A brother, actually. I remember the day we met as if it was yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Yellenberg, where I was born. You could say I hated that place, but still was the only home I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take care of my own, so I did. Doing the only thing that I could, stealing. You were a thief. I was, and a bloody good one, I might say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from your fork, and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Stealing is still a crime, no matter the motivation. I'd say you'll want to wait to hear a bit more before getting high and mighty on me. Sorry. Go on. We had an annual festival at Yellenberg. It always brought a whole bunch of outsiders to town. You can imagine what that meant for a man in my profession. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewelry, a pair of new boots, and then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in the crowd like I did 1,000 times before. Child's play. I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimmy magic, and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just need to turn around and disappear like I always do, and then, wham! What happened? I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull, and I was so shocked I didn't even realize what had happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding, I could barely see straight. And do you know what was the first thing I saw next? Another blow coming? No, a smile. A big radiant smile on the face of the man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Jordan, the one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out, helped me up, and offered me a beer. Just like that. Just like that. I don't get it. That's just how Jordan was. You see, your uncle was deadly clever, smartest man I've ever known. Hands down, he could see the world like nobody else, predicting things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So on a rare occasion that somebody surprised him, he was intrigued. And he wasn't expecting you. Indeed. Apparently, even despite my failure, I was still the one that came the closest to robbing him. And he liked that. So you accepted his invitation, eh? I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the guy at the moment, so we went. He took me for the most expensive and crowded tavern in the whole town. Remember, it was the day of the festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. He didn't seem to care, though. In the matter of seconds, we were sitting at a table being serviced by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. Oh, did he? Not at all. It was his first time in Yellenberg. It will feel like a dream, to be honest, especially with me still being dazed after the punch. I was still sure he was a nobleman. His manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved. And then he chugged the beer like it was a race. Whipped the face with his sleeve and burped like a drum. He went from the Lord of the Savage like that to a savage like that. I relived the moment a dozen times until I realized why he did that. It wasn't a mistake. No, laziness. No laziness, no moment of weakness. He wanted me to see it, to understand it. Understand what? That he was full of crap. You see, Rasimir, your uncle was one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. So what does that mean? Imagine a closed door with two armed guards at its side. If you'd want inside, what are your options? You force yourself in, bribe the guards, or pick the lock. But Jordan, he just holds his head up high, walks in, and demands you open the door. I'm gonna just be straight up, it all sounds made up, or you're right, that sounds real. I never knew about my uncle. My mother's stories were quite different. Let's go with that. Because I'm afraid she knew quite different Jordan than me. Than everybody in the pack. What pack? Oh dear Rasimir, there's so much more you still don't know. Our story hasn't even really begun, but it's getting late. Oh come on, I know you want to go to bed, but please. Alright, I'm gonna tell you a bit more. After that beer we had a couple more. Then some meat, if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, our convictions, started making some drunken absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in silk sheets. That weren't yours, eh? Are you kidding? It was the first time I even touched fabric like that. The ceiling in the chamber was so high it could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming. Then the servants walked in. I was ready to flee, but instead of fighting me, they presented me with breakfast. How come? It was all Jordan's doing. I've never found out how he managed to pull it off. Whenever I asked, he burst out laughing. Even years later, needless to say, I left Yellenberg with him on that day. The first time I went outside of the town walls, I never came back. And that was the day the pack was born. And 3 years later, there were 5 of us, a real team, a family. We call ourselves the Reminders. I just lowered the in-game audio by 4 decibels. Just, I feel it's maybe a bit competing with me. Oh wow, how I wish I could be there. It all sounds incredible. I've never had had adventures like that, and probably never will. Easy, my boy, wasn't always fun and lovely, but it's a tale for another time. It really is late, and I'm sure I'll have a lot of work to do. Come find me tomorrow. Alright. So wait, survive for a season, wait for the next day. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend tonight, and our vision is a bit blurry because we partook some alcohol. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna gather stuff until this guy wakes up. Just gather stuff. See if we find anything new. Ah, dandelion. So what does a dandelion do? Gives us health, effect duration, stamina, less stamina consumption. Ooh. Interesting. And then there's a daisy, and a daisy gives us 2 health and less water consumption. Nice. It's interesting. It doesn't give us, it doesn't quench our thirst. It just makes us less thirsty. Okay, some stones. There's no reeds here? Oh yeah, there are some. They're really hard to see. I don't know if the torch makes it. Yeah, it makes it a bit more visible actually. So basically our first night we spent gathering a bunch of stuff, listening to stories, drinking a few beers. And we're almost starving actually. So we'll eat as soon as we're done collecting all this stuff. Come on, don't bug out on me. Seems like it's pretty light outside. So it's 4 a.m. I'm not sure where in Europe we are. I feel like we're in Central Europe somewhere. I don't know. Possibly a bit of Eastern Europe too. I mean, my general culture and geography is failing me. Yellenberg is probably a city that's maybe some people that are better with geography or history would be like, oh, it's in this country, you don't know. I don't know. If I had to take a guess, it would be maybe, I don't know, like either Hungarian or German, Polish, something like central towards Eastern Europe. One of those two. I don't know, man. Discovered fishing spot. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Experience some fishing in this game too. We have 159 reeds. Nice. Okay, so I think that's enough for the reeds. Let's just pick up some more stuff. What the heck was that? A broadleaf plantain, a type of herb used in the healing process, +2 health. Very good. Oh, those are so hard to see. Okay. Grab some more sticks while we're at it. Wait for this guy to get his beauty sleep. Yeah, so when I did my test playthrough here, I just built somewhere over here. And then next quest they like send you like to go up here, and I realized like, oh man, I'm like in the corner of the towns. I want to be in the middle. Oh, we even have a representation of our town already, so that's cool. I wonder if we get to name our town and put up like signs with our city name. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so we're going to pick up as much stuff as we can. And oh, wait, so berries are unripe berries. What does that mean? It still gives us food, but it also gives us poisoning. Ugh, and that's a lot of poisoning for very little food. But maybe we can cook. Ooh, we leveled up in survival. So we have 3 out of 3 there. We can either get insensitive to have more temperature tolerance. We'll worry about that when we get there. Higher poisoning resistance, survival sensing, stick stones, mushrooms, feathers, and herbs in inspector mode. What? 10% more health. Seeing stick stones, mushrooms, feathers, and herbs in inspector mode. What does that mean? What is inspector mode? Is that something? Selection, categories, tabs, sort items, drop, equip. What is inspector mode? Is that like a hotkey? Interact, dismount, use mount, skills, journal, inventory management, knowledge, confirm, additional action, special action H. That just hides the interface. Oh, inspector mode, left alt. Whatever, let's get it. I mean, a perk's a perk, right? So let's just see, what does this do? Oh, see, like, I can't take this game seriously if it just gives me that. Heck yeah, man, I'm never gonna go to sleep ever again. I don't even need a torch. I can just see where the rocks are. Okay, that just makes the game too easy, man. Anyway, I guess if I wanted the real challenge or experience of fighting stuff, I would just ignore it and just not use it. But it is really useful, so I will be using it. Oh gosh, so because I talked to him at midnight, is it not recognizing that this is the next day? It's already 6 a.m. When do these people wake up? Ooh. What is chicory? Chicory. Used for reducing the feeling of hunger. Okay, so that's just less food consumption, but isn't... Oh, this was less stamina. Alright. And those are the berry bushes, I guess. Quite interesting. Health. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, there you go. Health and water got to 0. I didn't instantly die, but I am losing health. So let's drink. And let's eat. We have dried meat, so let's... Each one gives us 5 food, so let's eat, like, pretty much all of it. Oh, ducks are actually flying. That is cool. Yeah, we want more stones. Sticks and stones. are not gonna break my bones because I have unlimited carrying capacity. Just to speed things up. Don't want this to be super boring. Anyway, right now the start is just picking up everything off the ground, just gathering, so. Yeah, nice. We do a clean sweep of the land here. Cool. So, I believe one thing that we can do is we can craft stuff and sell it. And that's how we can get some early game money. I'd have to confirm that before I go ahead and do that. But that is something that is good to know. Let's chop down some trees while we're at it. Be funny if a tree falls down on someone's house and destroys it. That would be next level. Okay, so we got some new level up in extraction, so let's increase that knowledge. I see people out and about, so we're gonna have to wait another day, eh? It's 7:30 already. Dang. Okay. Gotta wait another day to talk to the guy. Let's go over here and chit-chat with... Oh, she's not up yet. Huh. Steal. Okay, so you could steal stuff, but... not gonna do that yet. You're also a vendor.
Whatever you need.
Animal feed, bucket of milk, bucket of soured milk, manure. So can I sell you stuff? You have 1,400 coin, and I could sell you stuff. Okay. Alright.
Goodbye.
Well then, I definitely want to sell you. Let's craft... I think stone knife, sticks and stone. So at the bottom it tells me price and weight for them. So 45 price for this, but this uses logs, which is a pain to get. 25, 40, 20, 10, 30. So 40, and it doesn't use logs. I think stone knife is the best, and we can create 38 of them. So with fast crafting, we don't have to wait for 2 years to pass for me to finish. Where did he go? Oh, she's here now. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a skill in production, so we'll do that.
Hello.
Hello.
Goods in the valley.
Best goods in the valley? Alright, so if I sell you maximum 760. Alright, nice. We made a bunch of money. So I think I'm going to end the episode here. Again, if you like this content, give me a sub, give me a like, get the bell notification for when I post the next episode, which at the rate I'm recording and releasing these should be next day. And this is the beginning of a pretty cool adventure. I like the chill vibe of this game, and I look forward to playing more of this. So I hope you will join me in this journey. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.